this point, yeah, if they're gonna go DB, Quinyon Mitchell.
Congrats, Seattle.
Wait,
Hey,
timeout. They have Tariq Woolen and stuff at corner. They let the safeties go, both.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But Quinyon Mitchell's
They're
a
not
Seattle
going corner.
Seahawks, so too late.
Damn.
You can play safety.
Well,
Yeah. Welcome back to the most professional sports channel on YouTube. Welcome back to Circle Chair Sports. I'm your host, Zach Circleberg Merkel, here with my host today, Aaron and Joe. Go ahead and say hi, guys.
Hi. If you like our content, go ahead and like and subscribe, and leave us a comment and let us know what you think.
Yep, but other than that, let's go ahead and get into it. So, in this video, we'll be doing our first NFL mock draft of the offseason with a little under a month left before the 2024 draft. We thought we'd put our first mock draft out there and hopefully get one more out before, at least one more, maybe two more, before draft day actually rolls around next month. And we will also be, at least I will be, and I think Aaron agreed as well, so he can't back out now. Joe, you might be there too. We will be streaming the 2024 first round of the NFL draft. Watch along. Obviously, we can't show the actual draft on the stream, but you can come watch it with us, hang out, react to some picks, react to some teams making some terrible picks. But other than that, we'll go ahead and get into our draft. So a couple caveats before we get into it. We are not taking into account any draft trades that have not taken place yet, at least. So the Vikings will have 2 picks, but other than that, no other trades will be taking place. So we'll go ahead and switch on to our simulator. Here we got our NFL mock draft. So the way we're going to do it, we're going to do 1 pick per play or per person. So one of us will start off with pick 1, the next person pick 2, next person pick 3, and then start back at the top. So Aaron, since you're on the top of the screen, even though you can't see it on my end, why don't you go ahead and start us off with the Chicago Bears, picking first overall.
That's a shame because I kind of wanted to go 2, but I'll go 1. That's fine.
Dang, no, I kind of no. You're right. I saw your 2. I'll go 1. Caleb Williams. Everyone knows. I don't need to really get into it. He's consensus number 1 overall pick ever since the beginning of the NFL and college season. So really no surprises here. Everyone knows Chicago's going Caleb. But Aaron, you're number 2 because I forgot it was very controversial.
I got JJ McCarthy number 2. Now, I personally, if I were in the Commanders' shoes, I would take Jaden Daniels. I think he's a much more NFL-ready guy. But I think people are kind of seeing maybe the potential ceiling of JJ McCarthy. My kind of comp for him would be like maybe a Josh Allen sort of. He's got kind of similar physicals. He's just got to work on that mental side of the game. So I've got JJ McCarthy going to the Commanders at 2.
Gosh, I hate that so much, but it's probably going to happen. All right, Joe, go ahead.
if that's the case, if he's going to Jaden Daniels, got to be that guy for 3.
Congratulations, New England.
That's gonna be. I'm hoping the best for Jaden Daniels, but I'd like if he's not in New England.
I'd like if he didn't go to New England.
Yeah. I don't want him to go to. I don't think he'll succeed in New England. They just don't have anything around him right now for him stepping into that. I mean, the Commanders at least have a couple wide receivers to throw to and a decent running back.
They got a stinky offense.
Yeah, the Patriots' offense has not been very good since good old Tom Brady left, and with that brand new head coach taking over, I really hope Jaden Daniels doesn't go there because I don't think that'll be a good start for him. But Arizona Cardinals next on the clock.
5,000 total yards in college, and he's gonna need all 5,000 total yards in his NFL.
Yeah, he might have to put up 7,000 a season just to be above 500. So
500.
Yeah. Cardinals next on the clock. Another one that kind of, assuming Arizona stays at number 4, because there's been some murmurs about them moving back. But assuming they stay at number 4, I think we can all kind of agree Marvin Harrison Jr. probably makes the most logical sense for them. They just got rid of Hollywood Brown. They also got rid of their other receiver, whose name escapes me, that went off to not Philadelphia, Atlanta recently. So they need wide receiver help. They have a pretty empty room right now, and it just makes sense for them to take the number 1 guy. So, Aaron, who's number 5?
I've got Malik Neighbors at LSU at number 5. Chargers just lost both of their best receivers. They got Quentin Johnston still there. He didn't really have the best rookie season. I think they're going to look to get another weapon here in this draft.
Yeah, assuming they don't move back. Joe, who's 6?
6. I like Aaron's same page with him on that, with Troy Fatanu from Washington at tackle. I think he's one of the better linemen in the draft. I know Alt is like the big name out there, and I can't blame him for that Notre Dame guy. Those Notre Dame guys come to the NFL and pretty much nail it every time, it seems like. But Fatanu can play tackle, and he looks like at worst he's a heck of an athlete. So I think he can play guard too if tackle didn't work out. So the Giants need a lot on that offense. Hence why Saquon also left too. So I think they're gonna go get him at tackle.
Yeah, I think another position that you could potentially upgrade would be wide receiver. So if they don't go tackle, I definitely could see them taking Roma Dunze or Malik Neighbors, whoever the Chargers don't take. So,
It was between that and Neighbors.
yeah, yeah. I had honestly forgotten about them needing a wide receiver so bad until just now. But Tennessee, another team actually who, now that I'm thinking about the Giants, I also feel they really need a receiver. And if Roma Dunze,
they got D Hop and
right, D
Ridley.
Hop's old though. D Hop's like 32. So I could see them. You don't think they?
I think they've got other needs more pressing than wide receiver.
But that's the suggestion.
I mean, I did debate them going receiver, maybe tight end.
Yeah,
if you wanted to go that route, but
I don't think Bowers is going to be that high. I could also see them going lineman with Joe Alt, especially if he's still available.
They still got a young quarterback. They want to keep him as well protected as they can.
That's true.
I think they shore up on offensive linemen. They lean on their receivers that they've got currently for at least this year.
You've swayed me. I think if they hadn't signed Calvin Ridley, I think they'd probably go Adunze here. But with that being taken into account, I think it does make more sense to go tackle. So I'll go Joe Alt for Tennessee at 7.
Falcons at 8. I think they go Dallas Turner. One of the best defensive prospects in this draft. They're kind of looking like they're set on offense, so I think they look to kind of shore up their defense and maybe give Kirk the best defense he's had in a while.
Yeah. I think there's definitely makes the most sense. They need an edge rusher for sure. Kind of rounds that defense out a little bit. So, Joe, who's the Bears taking?
Man, you just had Dunze go off, right?
Dunze's still here.
Oh no, you didn't take him. My bad. So I wasn't kind of zoned out. I would take a Dunze if I was them. They got Keenan Allen. You just got Caleb Williams. After letting go of Justin Fields, you have DJ Moore. So I would Keenan Allen, if you're gonna kind of throw the D Hop, like getting older. He is getting older.
Yeah.
Has a big contract. Don't know if you're holding on to that for through the entirety of it. So I'm gonna go with Adunze and let him be about a year on the bench, kind of
Right.
fourth receiver on the depth chart. But I like that pick with him.
See, that's kind of how I felt with Tennessee. I feel like he could sit behind D Hop and Ridley for a year, and then D Hop probably leaves after the season in that hypothetical. But the Bears could easily do that with Keenan Allen, knowing that he's on basically a 1-year deal with them. So, Jets at 10, they gotta get a lineman. If Fashanu is still available,
they should. They should.
They should, but knowing them, they'll take Brian Thomas Jr. or Adani Mitt or Xavier Worthy because he's really fast. So, but I'm going to give them who they should take, and that's an offensive tackle. And if Fashanu's still here at 10, it should be him. So, Fashanu's going to the Jets at 10 from Penn State because they need protection for Aaron Rodgers. Not more targets for him to throw to. They've already got like 5 of those. So,
11, Minnesota Vikings, their first pick of this first round. I have them taking and solving their kind of quarterback questions of the future. Michael Penix out of Washington. He might not start right away. He might sit behind Darnold for a year and learn. But I think he's a good fit there. I mean, he went to Washington, obviously, kind of stayed in the same region.
And the same color.
Same color. That's the most important thing. He looks good in purple.
He does look good.
So Michael Penix to the Vikings.
Yeah, and he's from Indiana originally, so he's kind of meeting right in the middle. So
yeah,
works out for him.
For the next pick,
this one's tough.
I
They need a lot.
Tough.
I really don't know. Yeah, I think we were all talking about that. Like the Broncos need everything under the sun.
That's why everybody suggested for him.
Yo, I think like Aaron, yours is you had Bo Nix on this one because I needed to refer to yours because I had no idea who to choose. But for the sake of all the hype, I think they're gonna take Drake May and he's gonna get drafted. He's gonna come on stage and talk about how motivated he is to go to Denver and after he dropped out of the top 3. So
Hey,
yeah,
next John Elway.
Take him.
Next John Elway right there.
That's what they'd be hoping for.
The Raiders also in desperate need of a quarterback. I had him taking Penix in mind because I just think he fits the Raiders culture so well. I think he would have fit like a perfect puzzle piece right into that team. So I don't think they take Bo Nix. I don't think they're sold on Bo Nix. Rattler definitely is not going first round. So I'm gonna have to go.
You can't forget Joe Milton out of Tennessee.
Also Sam Hartman.
Sam Hartman out of Notre Dame.
Yeah, maybe. No, I think assuming that Michael Penix, Drake May, and all the others are all off the board, I really don't know if they take anybody that's not. I don't know if they would take Drake May or JJ McCarthy either. But because all those quarterbacks are gone, I don't think they like Bo Nix that much. I think they go. Do they go edge rusher to put opposite Max Crosby? No, because they already got Khalil Mack.
Or D tackle to put on the same side.
That probably makes most sense because they already got Khalil Mack and he's coming off a really good year. So if Byron Murphy's still available, man, take him. Take him. So that's scary.
I want to say I don't have him in this, but I really like Sweat.
Yeah,
Sweat.
Yeah, Sweat's nice too. I think he might fall just
beast.
out the first though, like you're saying. But no, I really like Murphy. Scary that if he ends up on the Raiders though, with Crosby and Khalil Mack on either side of him, that's going to be fun to deal with.
Khalil Mack's in LA.
Yeah. Wrong West.
Y'all have been letting me say this whole time, guys. Come on, man. Speak up earlier, bro. Gosh, I'm living in 2014 or something. He's definitely there before.
I'm here on the side on my phone looking for Khalil Mack trades because I'm like, dang, did he go? He went back to the Raiders.
Oh, we talked about Khalil Mack yesterday on the Chargers, so it's freaking on my mind. And he used to play for the Raiders. I don't know what happened. I'm not editing any of that out, so bear with. Sorry to the viewers. Stick around for more hijinks, I suppose. Aaron, go ahead with 14. Good gosh.
14. I have the Saints taking a tackle, kind of helping Derek Carr not get hurt for the entirety of the season. So I'm going Talise Fuaga at Oregon State.
Okay. Hopefully no more turnstile for Derek Carr, like he's had basically his whole career,
Poor guy.
including at the Raiders. Man, he's just hasn't had a good line his entire career. Just like his brother. Joe, go ahead.
What am I? 15 with the Colts.
Oh,
Yep.
Um,
Bert really wants the Colts because he likes to dick ride the Colts.
I do like the Colts. I like Anthony Richardson. There's still so
They also
much
don't
like
have Gardner
Go
Minshew
ahead.
anymore.
Hey,
yeah.
Bert, take it. I'll get the next one. Go
Okay.
ahead,
No,
pick
don't.
it.
He's gonna ruin my draft.
I'll let him take his choice, but I'll just throw mine out there when
Go-
he's done.
Okay. I just I'll go Brock Bauer.
That was smart.
I think the Colts could. I think if they got Brock Bowers, that offense would be unstoppable. Assuming Anthony Richardson pans out, which is still an unknown, which I think makes it so much more exciting. But could you imagine Anthony Richardson with Brock Bowers, Michael Pittman, Downs, Pierce, Jonathan Taylor out the backfield? That offense is ridiculous. So, just for the sake of that, they take Brock Bowers. Go ahead, Joe.
My pick would, if it was me, I'd take in probably Terrion Arnold or what other corners are there? Well,
Quinyon
Kool-Aid. Never
Mitchell,
mind. I was
Kool-Aid.
thinking of Kool-Aid McKinstry
Nate
too, but
Wiggins.
I know he's coming off a foot.
First white corner in years.
Maybe take one. Terrion Arnold.
For Seattle?
That's who I would have taken. No, sorry, I'm telling what I would have picked for the Colts. We
Oh,
take Bowers.
gotcha.
I would have taken Terrion.
Gotcha.
Or oh my gosh, freaking Seattle. Those dudes.
Honestly, they could use some DBs too.
Yeah, they could. They could use. There's no big crazy safeties.
Mm-mm.
Big fan of Kalen Bullock, by the way, just because I saw his name pop up. At this point, yeah, if they're gonna go DB, Quinyon Mitchell.
Congrats, Seattle.
Wait,
Hey, that's
timeout. They have Tariq Woolen and stuff at corner. They let the safeties go, both.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But Quinyon Mitchell's a
They're not
Seattle
going corner.
Seahawks, so too late.
Damn.
You can play safety.
Yeah. That's a deadly cornerback duo
I
though.
didn't even notice you.
You got no
picked
one.
it.
You got no one over the top, but those cornerbacks are nasty. Yeah. Sorry, Joe.
Do I have
Yeah, you're
Jacksonville? Is
Yep.
that? I've got Jacksonville going with Kool-Aid McKinstry, cornerback out of Alabama. I don't know. They kind of, they let their best receiver go. They didn't really bring anybody in, did they? That I'm forgetting. Wide receiver wise.
Not that I could think of, no. And they lost.
I can
Was
see them.
Chark on them last year too, or had he already left? He might have already left. Doesn't matter.
I don't remember. I could see them going receiver, but I've got them going McKinstry.
Yeah, makes sense. They could use some defensive help at all, to be honest.
They could also go Brian Thomas Jr. I wouldn't hate that
Yeah.
pick for them as well.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
I think Cincy, if Brock Bowers was still available, that would make a lot of sense for them. But because he's gone, they could go receiver since T. Higgins is out the door. They haven't re-signed Boyd, as far as I know. But I feel like
I thought they tagged one of them, didn't they?
They tagged Higgins, but he requested a trade, so we're not sure if
Oh,
he's
he's
going
for
to be.
sure gone.
I mean, not for sure. I do think it probably makes more sense for Cincinnati to take another lineman to protect Burrow, because he's been getting the shit kicked out of him for his entire career, to be honest. Thing is, they kind of shored up both tackles this offseason with bringing in the other Brown to go opposite of one Brown. Do they go interior? Do they need interior line help? Because
I just think they need a line help in general. They also could probably do with secondary help.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going tackle, because they just invested in a right tackle, and they last season invested in their left tackle. So I don't
I
think
think that they'd invest in a tackle and put them at guard before going interior offensive lineman.
maybe. Do you think Latham's worth the pick then? Or would you prefer Mims?
Either one, I'd probably go Mims.
We'll go Mims. Go ahead, Joe.
Me.
Who's up? Is it Rams pick? Oh,
Isn't it me?
go ahead, Aaron.
Don't I go after Burke?
Yep. Yeah, you're
We're
good.
on Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got them drafting. Well, you took Murphy. I had them taking
Donald's replacement. Yeah.
Donald's replacement.
Yeah. That makes sense.
They'll probably go with a D end anyway. Who else do I have on here?
Latu
Johnny
still on the
Newton.
board. Newton?
I'll take Johnny Newton out of Illinois.
I like Newton. He's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe, here you go.
Oh, yeah. This is we
Quarterback.
really need
Bo Nix.
corner. We really need corners. Like we need someone opposite of Joey Porter Jr. and someone like Cooper DeJean really interests me. A lot of people really like Wiggins. Because I messed up. Well, yeah. Well, we also need offensive tackle. So I would probably go with what's his name from Oklahoma?
Guyton.
Tyler Guyton.
Yeah, I think Guyton. JC Latham, I know is high up there. My big thing is it's nothing against him at all. It's just the Alabama tackles kind of scare me off. They always get top 10 talent, and those guys don't always hit. So, yeah. Give me Tyler Guy and give us a right tackle. We drafted Broderick Jones in the first round last year, so maybe we got some pillars starting up over there.
I like it. Miami.
We need someone to block and let Russ cook.
Miami needs edge rush help for sure. They lost, I think, all their edge rushers pretty much this offseason.
They need a lot of help on defense.
Yeah, I think edge rusher makes the most sense for them in the first. I mean, Verse is from right up the highway. Why not keep him in state? I like him. So I think if Verse is still around at 21, Miami probably takes him, assuming there's not other players that they like more.
I got Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the best Georgia corner?
Kamari Lassiter.
No. Yeah. Yeah, they'll probably go on Arnold, Cooper DeJean, something like that. Help shore up their secondary. I could also see them going maybe like a linebacker, maybe like a Edward Cooper, something like that. But I'll have them pick cornerback Terrion Arnold. He's still there.
Yeah, Philly needs some secondary help still, even though they picked up or brought back CJ GJ. All right, Joe. Who Minnesota taking with their second first?
I think they're taking JC Latham if he's there. We had a quarterback earlier, so they need to shore up that old line, and got to make sure that quarterback can get that ball to Jettas. And so I feel, especially if a guy like Latham is still there, I think they take him for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you can always use online help, especially if you draft a young quarterback to keep him clean. So makes sense. Dallas could go a couple different directions here. I wouldn't be surprised if they go receiver. They let Gallup go. Could go running back, but I don't think they do that in the first. That doesn't make sense.
Talk about a team with absolutely nothing in free agency.
Yeah. They've had the quietest offseason I've seen in years out of a contender. So I don't exactly know where they go. Leighton Vander Esch retired, so they might go linebacker. I think I think because if they do end up keeping Dak Prescott around long term, he's going to be commanding a lot of money, obviously, going forward. So you want the weapons around him to be pretty cheap. While you do that, you get rookies. So now the question is, do they like one of these Texas boys more than the LSU guy? Because obviously Dallas is located in Texas, so maybe they have a little bit of a bias towards one of these two. I think they get swooped up in the Xavier Worthy hype because that's something Dallas would do. And the fact that he's from Texas just makes it a little bit easier for them to justify it. So Dallas takes Worthy.
Short and sweet. Packers take Jordan Morgan. He's a tackle out of Arizona. He's Bakhtiari's replacement.
Yeah, they need it, especially with young offensive weapons they have around.
Tampa. Maybe you guys might like this pick. Ooh, this is what we think they will do. I think they might take, kind of shock some people. Maybe take the Darius Robinson, the edge, Mizzou. Although I
Mm.
think the one that they should take is
Love that pick. Love it.
Leatu Latu from UCLA. I think he's
But
I think he's
you wanted them to
the
take
sleeper in the
Robinson, though,
first
right?
round. But I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
them to take Robin. I
Okay.
think Tampa would take someone like Robinson.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I didn't screw you twice. All right.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for double checking.
Yeah. So Arizona, the only other team outside of Minnesota right now with multiple first round picks, took Marvin Harrison Jr. with the first. So they take Brian Tom. No. Just really stack that receiver core. Oh man, do they take an edge? They could use an edge. They could use anything on defense though. I think because Latu needs to someone needs to pick this dude up. I think for the sake of that, Arizona could use anything on defense at this point. I think they'll take Latu if he's still around. Best player available type of situation.
You should go higher.
I agree. He should go higher than 27.
See, this puts me in a real bind. This is kind of like what I was. This is the same bind I was in when I was filling this out by myself. The Bills. There are some good players left here on the board.
I know.
But they have some needs, especially on the defense, because they let a lot of guys go. So do they go best player available? Because if that's so, that's Brian Thomas
Okay,
Jr.
gosh, that's so scary.
I know.
Ooh.
Or do they do the smart thing and fill up a hole on defense, especially sort of in the secondary? Go kind of their Tre'Davious White replacement with Mike Sainristil. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
So you want Sanders still?
Wow.
No, have them take Dijon. Have them take Dijon.
Cooper DeJean, okay.
Just because he's still there.
Yeah. All right, Detroit's on the clock, Joe.
I think they need DB, so I would. Since Nate Wiggins is still there, I think I'm like, yeah, I really like Mike from Michigan, but I mean, I think they're gonna the 4.29. He's tall, he's lanky, so yeah, Nate Wiggins.
Him and Brian Branch on the same team is kind of scary. Baltimore Ravens at 30. Picked up Derrick Henry. Lost Patrick Queen.
Lost Odell, conceivably.
Lost Odell. Brian Thomas Jr. still. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I mean, if he's still here, you have to, right? They just took Zay Flowers last year. I mean, it's either Baltimore, San Francisco, or us getting him at this point. So, regardless of which of these three he goes to, it's gonna be ridiculous. So let's just put him on Baltimore because he should have been gone by now. And then Aaron, who's San Francisco taking?
This again puts me in a bind because I had them taking Guyton. And I don't think they really need to look receiver unless Ayuk's like dead set on leaving.
Well, that's the thing. They might get rid of Ayuk. So
Who's on the board?
wide receivers.
Who's on the board that's not a wide receiver?
Sorry. Bo Nix?
No.
I mean, we all know that Purdy was carried.
Mm-hmm. I can't really see. Can you?
I could try.
Here, listen to me.
There you go. What's that? Man, this is way.
Dude,
I wish I, bro. I wish I had it like this the whole time. My gosh, look how beautiful.
Anybody watching this
that
video is
was.
doing the same thing. They're like,
Oh, they're
"Is that
yeah.
guy?" They're scrolling
Yeah.
down.
I almost want to redo it, but that would be ridiculous at this point.
Go up. Jackson Powers Johnson, I guess. I don't. I had them taking a lineman, so
Sure. And Joe, who are the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs taking with the 32nd pick? Who?
Bo Nix.
Oh, Bo Nix.
Change that Bo
He is
here and shock the
32nd.
world.
He is the
And draft
32nd.
A lifelong backup behind Mahomes. I mean, if it gets down to this, I kind of want to say what Chop Robinson, Penn State.
Oof.
I don't know if you guys need another edge necessarily. I don't really know what you guys need. You just won the Super Bowl, so
I had
nothing
no
really
idea.
matters,
Um,
it seems like.
I had no idea.
We've
that was
got-
Chubb's going.
Realistically, everyone I think is assuming you guys take wide receiver, and I have you guys taking the guy who just broke the 40-yard dash.
Well, he's already gone.
if he was, yeah. Burke
Oh
took
dang!
him.
I thought I saw the Texas.
I mean,
Lot of
Adonai
mock-
Mitchell's up there too.
A lot of mocks have
Adonai
us
Mitchell.
taken. Yeah.
It's gonna be Adonai Mitchell. I like Keon Coleman a lot. I'm a big Keon Coleman
It's
fan.
between
I would
these
like
two,
to
I
see
feel
him with
like,
you
for
guys,
us.
but Adonai Mitchell.
Troy Franklin also stud.
Yeah, I like Troy Franklin a lot too.
Franklin's a dog.
I don't think he should be under McConkey, in my opinion. I don't know why
Definitely not.
McConkey's. Yeah, I don't know why McConkey's that high. But yeah, I guess that.
We could. The Chiefs also. I wouldn't be surprised if they went corner now that Snead's gone.
Yeah, that's a
Especially with
good
how-
point.
how deep
Especially
this is.
keep Rakestraw in Missouri. That'd be sick. I'd love that. Well, I think that'll do it for this episode of the mock draft. Let us know if you agree with our decisions down in the comments. Let us know if you hate our picks down in the comments. Let us know if we're smart, stupid, or somewhere in between. Just down there.
We're stupid. Definitely stupid.
Definitely that one. Yeah, but let us know down in the comments. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a parent, tell an aunt, tell an uncle, maybe a grandparent or two. But thank you for watching the most unprofessional sports channel on YouTube. So, Chair Sports. I'm your host, Zach Circleberg Burkle, here with my co-host today, Aaron and Joe. Go and say bye, guys.
Bye.
All right. Deuces.